One clerk. One file, stamped closed. 5 years later. A killer is in handcuffs. This isn't a story about evil. It's a story about error, and the one mistake that almost let a murderer walk free forever. What if justice didn't come from a badge, but from a part-time office clerk in a dusty cabinet? What if the police had the name in 2017 and lost it? What happens when the most crucial piece of a murder case is buried in the paperwork? This is the case of Abby Williams and Libby German, and how one misfiled document nearly let their killer disappear for good. Delphi, Indiana. Population, just under 3,000. A town where everyone knows everyone, and nobody locks their doors. February 13th, 2017, it was a Monday. School was out due to a snow makeup day. Libby German asked her older sister for a ride to the Monon High Bridge Trail with her best friend, Abby Williams. It was supposed to be a walk. That's it. Libby posted a photo of Abby at 2:07 p.m. on Snapchat. Abby is smiling. The trestle bridge beneath her is wooden, narrow, and old. The picture became iconic because it would be the last anyone ever saw of them alive. They didn't return home. By 5:30 p.m., panic spread. Friends started calling. Parents reported them missing. The search began that night and ended the next morning. February 14th, 2017. A volunteer searcher spotted something just 50 feet from Deer Creek, off-trail, in a densely wooded area. It was the bodies of Abby and Libby. The scene was gruesome. Details remain sealed, even today. But from what is leaked, the bodies were found close together. Libby's clothes were found in disarray. A strange arrangement of sticks and branches had been placed around them. One girl was possibly posed in the other's sweatshirt. But hey, race the twist, the crime scene was only half the story. The other half? It was on Libby's phone. Libby had the presence of mind to press record as a man approached them. In the audio, a low voice can be heard saying,
"Guys, down the hill."
That voice, and a single blurry image of the man walking in blue jeans and a hoodie, became the entire foundation of the investigation. And yet, the case went cold. Because no one knew what to do with it. For years, police chased ghosts. A man who committed suicide days after the murder. A local sex offender. A catfishing ring that used photos of a male model to lure underage girls online. Thousands of tips flooded in. A composite sketch was released, then replaced with a completely different one in 2019, causing widespread confusion. Quote from local reporter. "We asked, why change the sketch? The answer? We now believe the killer is younger." That was it. That was all they said. Meanwhile, Delphi changed. The bridge became a symbol. The town got quieter. The case grew colder. Until October 2022. In the fall of 2022, a state trooper, reviewing old evidence, asked for files related to a 2017 tip. Someone had once reported that a local man, Richard Allen, admitted being on the trail that day. That tip had been marked resolved. But it wasn't. The paper file had been misclassified, lost in the shuffle of digital conversion. That one discovery reopened everything. Richard Matthew Allen. Pharmacy tech. Married. 2 kids. Lived just 2 miles from the Monon Trail. No criminal record. A friendly face in town. But in his 2017 interview, which had sat forgotten for 5 years, Allen admitted, "Yeah, I was there. On the bridge. I saw 3 girls but didn't talk to them. Except, only 2 girls were there." That contradiction alone raised flags. But there was more. In the leaves near the bodies, police had found an unspent .40 caliber round, a bullet that hadn't been fired. They tested Allen's handgun, a Sig Sauer P226. The forensic match was confirmed in 2022. The bullet had been chambered and ejected from his weapon. That detail changed everything. After Allen's arrest in late 2022, strange reports emerged. In jail, He reportedly confessed to the murders over 60 times to guards and inmates. Some wrote down his exact words. "I did it. I killed the girls. And not supposed to be here, but I did it." But then, Alan's behavior changed. He stopped eating, lost weight, began writing strange letters about satanic rituals and mind control. His lawyers claimed Alan was being held in isolation and was mentally deteriorating. They filed to suppress the confessions, arguing he wasn't in the right state of mind. But the judge didn't buy it. October 2024. The trial begins. No cameras. No recordings. But transcripts leaked. Over 2 weeks, the jury heard about the video, the bullet, the confession, the misfiled tip. Libby's grandmother took the stand. Her voice trembled as she said, "She didn't run. She recorded him. She gave us the only lead we had." The verdict? Guilty. 130 years in prison. 65 for each girl. Consecutive. No chance of parole. And yet, the question still haunts the case. If someone had read that file in 2017, would Abby and Libby's killer have been stopped sooner? The answer is impossible. But in Delphi, they live with that maybe every day. Justice didn't come because someone cracked the code. It came because someone double-checked the paperwork. This case wasn't solved by high-tech or miracles. It was solved by one missed line. One misfiled folder. One clerk who flagged it 5 years late, but not too late. Guys. Down the hill. 3 words. And one voice that still echoes in the trees of Delphi. What do you think broke the case, the bullet, the confession, or the clerk's catch? Comment your theory. And if you're drawn to stories that hinge on small human decisions with massive consequences, stay tuned. The next story will leave you speechless.